Shalom, family. I want to talk to you about this article that came out a few days ago. It's titled, "Is Cash Going Extinct?" Pubs and hair salons and restaurants are all turning their backs on the notes and coins in favor of contactless card payments. So basically, they're saying, we don't want to deal with paper money anymore. We don't want to deal with the coins. Bring your card, bring your bank card, your credit card to make your purchases. Now, what's amazing is this is happening everywhere. Okay, I want to read this article to you and tell you what I think about it. Okay, basically, it starts off saying, companies are starting to refuse physical cash as payments as the digital revolution makes notes and coins obsolete. Many firms around the world are beginning to shun cash in preference for a future dominated entirely by digital currency. Now, we've been talking about that, right? The digital currency. Chain restaurants Sweet Green and Dig in the U.S. have already stopped accepting cash at nearly all of their locations. The firms have enjoyed many Starbucks and UK pubs in moving on from the paper notes and metal coins in favor of card and contactless payments. Bans on cash in the U.S. have left some customers frustrated, and authorities considering the need for legislation requiring companies to force them to accept it. So you mean to tell me they're talking about passing a law to force companies to accept this paper money? Wow, I never thought I would hear that. But guess what? It makes you think about the dollar crashing, right? Right? Okay, now, pay attention. It says, the concept of rejecting cash payments have become increasingly common around the world. In January, Starbucks in Seattle stopped accepting the form of payment, and many pubs in the UK have the same approach. Daybar, a chain of blow-dry saloons, has also turned its back on cash. Sam Scriber, a 33-year-old customer, told the Wall Street Journal that this caused one customer difficulty when attempting to pay with $40 in notes. There was a beat of silence. She literally brought $40, she said. Ms. Scriber offered to pay for the customer and have her transfer the funds some other way to resolve the unfortunate situation. The traditional pub became the first in Britain to go cashless back in September. There are no tills at the booth in Friston near Eastwick, and customers must pay by card or phone. Now that's interesting. I tell you why that's really interesting, because it do make you think about the dollar crashing and nobody wanting the paper money anymore. But another thing that makes you think about too is, when it talks about people not being able to buy or sell except they receive the mark of the beast, it makes you think about that, right? I mean, it's really crazy, This here's a different article. This article is titled 7 Bank to Use Facial Recognition. Okay. 7 Bank will equip its ATMs with facial recognition technology, possibly starting this fall, as a way to identify customers and let them open bank accounts on the spot. Sources said Monday a new ATM operated by 7 Bank, a unit of retailer 7 and iHoldings Company, would be able to confirm the identity of someone wanting to set up a bank account in a few seconds by scanning a photo ID and taking a picture through a high-precision camera, they said. At present, a person needs to send a copy of an identification document, such as a driver's license, to open a bank account. Seven Bank is also considering offering services to open accounts via the new ATMs for other online banks and regional banks, they said. Seven Bank has over 24,000 ATMs at convenience stores, public facilities, and elsewhere nationwide. Several thousand of the new ATMs are expected to be installed by the summer of 2020 in large cities, they said. So now, wait a minute. I want you to think about this, right? So now, we already saw an article, I saw an article last summer, I think it was, where they were talking about, some banks were talking about using iScan for you to use ATMs. I mean, think about what's going on, and this high-tech stuff is incredible, what they're trying to do, and it's almost trying to force people eventually. It makes me think that they're going to get rid of probably the driver's license and everything else, because all they do, a cop may pull you over. Now imagine this, a cop pull you over, and he don't have to say, let me see your driver's license. He may just have a scanner and put it right in your face and go bloop. And then look and say, oh, okay, you got 2 traffic tickets here and this. I mean, based on a face or an eye scan, right? I mean, this is the kind of where we going with technology. And we know they're talking about putting chips in people's arms and hands and things like that. So this thing is really beginning to get a little scary, because it's getting to the point that what if they begin to really force this issue? Man, that means we're in a situation to where, what if they were to say, hey, if you don't have an eye scan, if you don't get your face recognized by this software, I mean, we already see it on Facebook, right? Don't you already see it on Facebook? Huh? When it recognizes your face now? And Facebook, we know, is probably connected with the government. That's why they don't want no fake profiles. Okay, you go in there, you get a fake profile. If somebody know you and they say, oh, that ain't his real name, they can report you, and Facebook will force you to send them what? A driver's license. This is the kind of thing that's going on. So they getting so high tech with this thing till a person won't be able to do anything. A criminal, pretty soon, a criminal won't even be able to go to the post office to send a letter off, because facial recognition software will catch his face and bloom, and there it goes. You know, they may have it to the point where you go to send a letter and you got to put your eye in something and they're going to scan your eye to send a letter. I was like, oh, you know, you're wanted. And before you know, they say, oh, just a minute, sir, there's a problem with the computer. And they playing around the computer. Next thing you know, police showing up. I mean, this is the kind of thing they're working on. This is the stuff they're doing, you see? And so I just want you to be aware of what's going on so you can prepare yourself mentally and spiritually and financially if you can. So, man, I mean, all it takes is for the dollar to crash. And when you look at what our current president is doing with the shutdown, I mean, that makes people really nervous to shut down. You know, I know it makes you nervous. I know it makes me a little nervous looking at all this. But we got to keep in mind, Yah knows what he's doing, and all things are going to work together for our good to them that are called according to his purpose. If you are called according to his purpose, he's going to work whatever happens for your good. He's going to protect you. He's going to watch over you. But I want you to understand what's going down, and I got to put this news out there. This is stuff that's going on in the end times. Okay? But anyway, on that note, I'm going to say shalom, family.
Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.